happy. He's in y'all's room.
Yeah. I think he's good. All right, let's tweet this out.
Tweety tweet.
All right, tweeted, needed. Okay. Oh, did you see Take-Two said that the Borderlands 4 switched to?
Yeah, I meant to add that to the
I'll add it.
Yeah. Kind of weird, like, because it was playable last year at Games Fest. I mean, I know it wasn't running super great, but
like it had that whole like the Nintendo partner discussion thing that they post on their website that they do before game releases. Like they had that for Borderlands, right?
Yeah. And then they
So weird.
Then they delayed it like a week before launch, and then it's kind of odd.
Man, I really was waiting for that game to come to Switch to play it, but
yeah, I think I would have passed either way. But yeah, it's a shame. Like I don't feel like that it should have issues, but I don't know.
I know
nobody's like Capcom, I guess, and even Ubisoft. Like Ubisoft is good at optimizing their games to the Switch too. Like
yeah, I mean Capcom has their engine. I think Borderlands was on
UE5.
Yeah.
I think that's the big story of this generation is I just don't know if developers can figure it out. I don't know if this version of UE or Unreal Engine just isn't friendly. I don't know.
Like friendly towards open world games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely the story.
Which is like every game now. It's open world.
Right.
So
that's the story.
That's the story. All right. Well, you said we're live, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me we'll get started here in 1 second.
Oh, excuse me.
All right. Gaming. All right. Go. All right. I am ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast, episode 296. My name is Harrison. I am joined by our brother Nick, as always. Nick, how are you doing, buddy? We have, I, not necessarily you, survived the great snowfall of 2026 in North Carolina.
Are you saying I didn't survive?
Well, you survived, but you didn't get
experience it.
Your area had like a shield around it. I don't know. There's some sort of like mega mind genius or supervillain that created a barrier that didn't want y'all to have fun.
It was ridiculous, man. I think the local weathermen were getting so much hate because they thought that the two systems were going to converge.
Yeah,
and
they did. They just didn't. they just converged
around Raleigh.
Yeah,
until like 8 p.m. on Saturday, which was about 12 hours too late for it to actually accumulate into anything significant. But
yeah,
I mean, for what it's worth, we got 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And the next day I saw kids were sledding down this huge hill, having a blast. So at the end of the day, I don't think it really mattered how much snow we got, as long as the kids got to get out there and go sledding.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it was like, Yeah, I think we definitely got over a foot. I mean, it was insane. Like it was like the perfect condition for perfect snow. Stuck, immediately because it had been so cold. I mean, it had, a week before we had all that sleet.
Yeah,
So like our road in front of us was completely frozen. We had 5 or 6 cars get stuck at one point on a
crazy.
road, which is insane. Um, and we ended up like over the past couple because we have ducks. We have like a little shed that we keep them in at night. But the last few nights we'd kept them in their big coop, just because it's been so cold and we have like multiple heat lamps in there. But it's funny, like the entire surrounding of the coop was just completely covered in snow, like it was completely insulating the outer walls, like it was wild.
Kind of a little igloo.
Yeah, it was, and we went out there a couple times during the day and just checked on them and fed them, and it stayed super warm in there, like, it was,
Nice.
like, comfortable, like,
It
even for a human, so it was
the
cool.
picture you sent, I think you sent it in, like, our family chat.
Yeah.
It almost looked like a scaled back version of a full-size building. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, just the way it was
like
cap
something from, like, Day After Tomorrow or something with, like, all the yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I was
So,
like,
yeah, it
"It's
was
pretty
yeah,
cozy in there."
yeah, it was awesome, yeah, and it ended up making, like, ribs that night, so it was just a beautiful and I went and got beer, like, bottled beer, because 'cause I'm like, "I'm gonna" I got the beer and I put it in like this. We have like a table, like a glass table that sits on our deck, and it was completely pot. Like so, I put the beer like in there, and it was
So
so
chilled.
crispy and cold. Oh, it was a great night. So now it's all starting to melt, but we still got a lot of snow. Like he might be back inside now, but my son Kellen, he's out there making a snowman. So
Man, he just living it up. This
living
is like
it
his
up.
equivalent of the snowstorm that we got back in 2002.
Yeah, because I mean, between the ice storm we had last week, yeah, this is day tomorrow will be day 8 of no school, and they'll probably have remote days uh, Thursday and Friday, unless it melts. But apparently tomorrow and Thursday we're supposed to be getting some sort of mixture,
Vegetation, yeah.
yeah, something. I mean, it won't be anything
You'll probably
big,
get,
but
like, 6 inches, we'll get, a little bit of rain.
you'll get like a firestorm or something.
Yeah. It's heating up.
So yeah, it was a great week. How was your week?
It's good. Came down with, like, a little cold going into the end of the last week and into the weekend, so wasn't feeling too great over the weekend, but
Yeah.
I've rebounded, um, back into the office for the first day
Ooh,
today.
sorry.
It's alright. It went really well.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah, it went fine. Better than I expected. Um, but just getting back into the groove, man, just
It's rough.
it's like I feel like I have no time. And obviously I have time because I'm doing this podcast right now, but
Yeah.
like yeah, right. But like, you finish work and then obviously with Pierce
Yeah.
for, 3 hours until he goes to bed and then we're tired. So we normally go to bed.
Yeah.
Or like I'll stay up and scroll on my phone or something, which is just useless time. But like, yeah,
Something.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's a phase. It's all a phase, but
Of course, yeah.
yeah. Um,
Cool. Well, let's dive into what we have been playing. Nick, I want to hear your continued Fire Emblem story, and then you played a little Final Fantasy 7.
Yes, I did. I'll start with Fire Emblem again for the 15th week in a row. I'm
Boo!
so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But I finished Path of Radiance.
Let's go.
Freaking great game.
Hell
The
yeah.
last like 8 chapters just popped off to the nth degree. Just a fantastic game. Very classic. Doesn't waste your time between chapters. No
Oof,
like
love that.
there's no running around a monastery or running around an island. Just like you have additional XP you can divvy out to your guys. So I'll do that. Change out their items, go to the armory, and then get going to the next chapter. And that's just the best, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I really hope that Fortune's Weave, like the new Fire Emblem coming out this year, has a streamlined version of what Three Houses offered because man, it just took forever to get from one chapter to another in that game. I hope they streamline it to some degree.
In Three Houses.
Yeah, Three Houses.
Okay.
Engage was better, but it still had just the pointless running around that stupid
Yeah.
little island thing. Um, so yeah, finish that up, and then I've been playing through Genealogy of the Holy War a little bit. Jesus Christ, those chapters are so long. I'm through chapter 2, on chapter 3,
Yeah.
but man, like, it really does feel like you're
If
traveling across the
Nintendo
continent.
announces, obviously we got Fortune's Weave coming out this year.
Mhm.
Is that a this year game? Like for
Yeah,
sure to be
it's
okay.
2026.
Okay. Um, so I don't know if I would see them releasing like the remaster of Genealogy at this point. Maybe next year. I don't know.
Maybe next year.
Maybe they would. If they were let's say tomorrow, if they were to announce Genealogy, would you put a pause on this one and then just and wait for that one, or are you enjoying it enough to you want to see it through?
I think I would put a pause on it,
Yeah.
mainly because I'm curious on how they would tackle it. Like, so for each chapter, you're seizing like 3 different castles, whereas normally in a Fire Emblem, like, your goal in one chapter is just seize the castle, defeat the boss, whatever.
Yeah.
I could see them breaking that up into multiple chapters. Like, here's a chapter 2-1,
Yeah.
2-2, 2-3,
Okay. Yeah,
to
that makes
make it a
sense.
little bit shorter and more digestible. Um, but otherwise, like, I just don't know. I don't know how it would translate today because it just takes so long to beat a chapter.
Yeah.
And there are only like 10 chapters in this game. So it's not like it's a longer Fire Emblem in total. It's
Do
just
you know in the normal game what platform was Genealogy on originally?
SNES.
Do you know if they had save states for or you could save like mid chapter back then?
You can save after each turn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's not meant to be, like, restarted
Okay.
at
Okay.
turn
That's
50 when your character dies, like, you just go back
okay.
1
That makes
turn. Yeah.
okay. That's
So it's pretty forgiving in that regard.
okay. That's good.
Yep. Um, yes, I've been playing through that, and then I'm not super far into Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think I'm into chapter 3, and I've already played it, so, like, I'm just kind of
You and
replaying
now
it.
you did you play through the demo and get past all the intro stuff and then jumped in, or did you play from the beginning?
I think I played, like, half of the demo and then carried over my save,
Okay.
and then I've been
Okay.
playing since then.
Gotcha.
But dude, it runs great on Switch
Yeah.
too. Like, it's pretty phenomenal. I've been playing exclusively in handheld, and
Yeah.
it looks awesome.
Looks
Like,
great.
this is solidifying, and you and I have been saying this a lot, but this is solidifying the Switch 2 being the dominant console
Yeah, we'll talk
this
about it a
year.
little bit, but Resident Evil, I mean, we
Yeah,
got the
like, even
confirmation now.
Pragmata, like, that game
Yeah.
looks awesome as well, and looks to run super great on the Switch
Yeah.
too. So, yeah, um,
Capcom
yeah,
killing
they're
it.
killing it, man. I know FF7 is not Capcom, but Square
Still, it
Enix,
runs.
they're killing it as well. They're releasing a lot of really great games on Switch too. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is coming out this
Reimagine.
week.
Yep.
That looks great. So, yeah, both those studios are crushing it.
Yeah, I think and, I mean, obviously, like, Switch 1, I just couldn't handle it, and I just don't think that, Capcom or, Square Enix are gonna pass up on this opportunity because, I mean, the Final like, dude, Final like, Remake was, not you couldn't find it in stores for, like, a couple of days, like, you don't
Can you hear me? I think I cut out. Gonna reload. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me? Cool. All right, I think we're still live.
Let's see.
Yeah, we're still live.
Nice.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay, I think you were about to talk about games you were playing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was right.
So yeah, I finished Final Fantasy 7. Took me about 33 hours ish. Incredible. I
Nice.
absolutely love this game. Towards the end is where I really started to kind of dive into like the materia aspect of the game. That's kind of like their I think I talked about it last week, but it's kind of like their way of incorporating like job systems in this game. Like each character has their own certain
Yeah.
weapons that can't be swapped out with another like one that like Titus can't use, like Barrett's gun or something like that. But they all share and use like the
Titus.
same Titus. Jesus,
Getting your
Cloud.
Final Fantasy's mixed up, my guy.
I know I'm getting mixed up. Final Fantasy, Cloud. So yeah, but yeah, being able to have like Tifa use like the auto cure and get that like the proficiency up for that, so she'll start healing you while you're attacking. Is awesome, and then being able to like synergize and when you throw out like a fire move, another character will then do like a lightning move or something like that. So all that stuff is really awesome. My only like if I had any cons about the game, and this isn't really this game's fault. It's just kind of where you're at in the story, and it's part one of a trilogy. Midgar kind of gets boring after a while. It's just the same old, buildings, industrial, very very boring. There's not a lot of like colorscape going on. No really different biomes at all. But again, it's part one of a trilogy, so I can't really. In a pretty incredible game, I'm trying to figure something. If I'm kind of reaching for stuff to complain about, that's not necessarily a bad one. And then I would say the last like act of the game is very heavy with boss encounters, and there's not a lot of in between. Like there's not a lot of like smaller encounters in
Yeah.
between. And it tells you that it says once you go into Shinra headquarters, like that's gonna be it. But it's like literally you fight. I guess I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you fight like one of the main bosses towards the end, like when you get to the president of Shinra,
Oh, yeah,
and then you fight like the son of him after that on like the helicopter pad, which is like
yeah.
a pretty hard fight. And then like after that, you do like you have like the motorcycle chase scene, and you fight that boss, and then you fight the the after you cross over and like the whole Destiny thing, and there's two more boss fights, and obviously you fight Sephiroth at the
Oh
end.
my god, I forgot about that.
There's a lot of boss
The
fights.
worldly fight, yeah.
Yeah. All really cool and super cinematic, but it's a lot. I was kind of like, okay, is this game gonna end here? Like once you get to the top of Shinra headquarters, and then there's like another 3 hours of gameplay. But yeah, that's again, it's not like a huge complaint, but it did feel a little bit uh what are the word I use on Twitter?
Kind of dragged out.
Not dragged out. What did I say on Twitter? Like the pacing felt a little bit. It fell off.
Okay.
Compared to the rest of the game.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. It does kind of shoehorn you in to a bunch of bosses in a row. So my question for you: are you going to play Rebirth, or are you going to play Rebirth now, or are you going to wait until it comes to the Switch?
As much as I want to play it now, I'm going to wait for the Switch 2 version.
Okay.
But I really want to play it because once you kind of cross over, and it starts to do the whole. I'm not gonna spoil anything because the game's brand new for Switch 2 people. But once you start to figure out what's going on with the story, and you're like, "Whoa, this is a little bit different," and you see like the outside world, you're like, "Oh, this is very pretty." Yeah, cannot wait to get into that. But yeah, game's amazing, man. Like
nice.
Yeah,
I will say, like, starting Rebirth and that first moment when you exit Midgar,
yeah,
and you see that vast open landscape, it is quite an amazing
Oh,
experience. So yeah, I guess, but like in comparison, remake feels like slightly claustrophobic
Yeah, it
compared
does.
to
It does.
Rebirth, but
Yeah.
Rebirth also suffers from a lot of bloat and way too many mini games and like
Yeah.
checklisty stuff. So like, you know, it kind of sways both ways. And I hope part three finds a good middle ground where they
Good middle
don't
ground.
overwhelm
Yeah.
you with a bunch of checklist stuff.
Yeah. Like like maybe not this year. Depending on when part 3 comes out. Like I do kind of want to go back and play the original Final Fantasy just to get that like perspective of it.
I do too.
And in comparison to remake and obviously Rebirth coming out or Rebirth that's already out. But yeah, I kind of want to get that. I want to get that kind of comparison
I mean, it's
because
on the Switch.
yeah, because the story is not. I looked it up and like the story is not necessarily.
Not the same.
It's not necessarily a remake. It's something a little bit different, which I think is really really cool. But yeah, going back to like the last like few fights, like it again, it tells you it's like, hey, this is the last rest stop, and this is the last chance for you to get items. But like, you don't really know like how much you're going to be fighting. Like, I just assumed it was going to be Sephiroth, and that was the end of the game, and it definitely was not the case. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that I stocked up on items because, and the ramp up too of difficulty is pretty high.
Yep.
Like, I would say, like once you fight the president's son on like that fight is very hard. And you kind of have to use like counterattacks and stuff like that, which I wasn't really ever doing in the game. I was never using counter. And I
Yeah.
had to like kind of reprogram my brain to operate in that way. And you have to do the same thing with that Sephiroth fight. So yeah, the ramping of difficulty has a huge spike up towards the end, and then like again, like the pacing is just a little bit off. It's just like boom, 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 boom. But again, you know, it's part one of a trilogy, so it's hard to fault it for it. But
Yeah.
overall, great game. I did jump into Intermission as well. The Yuffie story. Did you ever play that?
I never did.
It's really like you start off with like Yuffie, and she is a member of the Wu Tai, which is kind of
Yeah.
like not like a sister organization to Avalanche, but they're kind of like on the same side in a way.
Mhm.
But yeah, you go in and you're like her whole plan is to break into Shinra and steal like the ultimate materia. We don't really know exactly what that is, but that's kind of her main plan. And she contacts some of the members of Avalanche, and you start out after you blow up the second reactor.
Okay.
So, and I always like it in games where you're kind of playing like a side story of the main story, and you can kind of see the characters.
It's like separate ways.
Yes, and like separate ways, and you kind of see the characters from like a distance because you run into it's after like Cloud, they lose Cloud or whatever. You know, Barrett and Tifa come back to the bar, so you kind of get some additional story elements to what you kind of figured what happened, but you didn't really know. Like you didn't know how she got in contact with Don Corneo and the whole like weird like cross-dressing scene.
Oh, right.
It was so
I
funny.
forgot about that.
So funny. It was really cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, getting to see like a side of that, and then I haven't gone really deep into like her story. I think it's like 3 to 5 hours.
Okay.
But I did dive into Fort Condor a little bit, and I kind of like it. It's kind of fun, like the little like the mini game you play, or like the little. I
Oh,
know it's pretty heavy in Rebirth.
I didn't know it was in.
So that's where I guess that's where it started, because I didn't realize it either until they're like, hey, like you can play Fort Condor, and I'm like,
Dude, Fort
okay.
Condor was awesome.
Yeah, pretty sweet. I played a few rounds of that. I think I did everyone that I could in Sector 7. And then I think I can do like I can challenge the rank 2 people now. But yeah, it's really cool.
I love it
So
and I
far.
hate it so much at the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah. I remember spending at least 2 hours on just one of the side challenges.
Yeah. So yeah, really love the Intermission DLC so far. Pretty awesome. And like the way that, so the combat's a little bit different. Like she uses a ninja star, and you can get like a boomerang and some other like throwable weapons. So you can kind of throw it at a distance, and then she uses like ninjutsu magic.
Mhm.
After she throws the ninja stars, and you can do different like elemental damage, depending on like what material you have. But what's really cool is once you get your second character, you can no longer you can't swap to that character and outright move them around. You can only use their abilities and magic and like items when they have AP built up.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool. It kind of like streamlines the process a little bit in regards to that. And then you click left trigger and it hits the synergize. It basically, I think there was like synergizing materia in the base game. This one you could just do outright. And then like depending on like what move set you do, you'll like throw your partner in the air and then like do a combined like attack. It's really, really cool. A lot of fun. I think the combat in this is even better, I think, than the base game.
Can you play this independently of the main game?
Yeah, you essentially start like you start a new chat, like a new game.
Maybe I should play this instead since I haven't played this yet.
The only thing it says is like if you haven't played the main game, don't play this yet because it doesn't explain like most of the combat stuff. It does explain kind of the newer stuff like the synergizing and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say do that. You know, if you don't want to tread through this game again since you've already played it, definitely play that because it's a lot of fun.
I kind of forgot that came out. I forgot that was like a part of this.
It's a separate thing. Like on the main menu, you click I think R, and it'll bring you over to the intermission DLC, and then you can play through that. So yeah,
nice.
a lot of fun so far. And then I picked up Dispatch on the Switch too. I had pre-ordered the night before it came out, so I can get like that discount or like 10% discount.
Yeah.
I already knew I was gonna buy it anyways. And then the next day it came out that it was censored for whatever reason. Like I feel like the developer and Nintendo were kind of going back and forth and like, no, we didn't really censor it, but there's some censorship. Like I guess they didn't create like Japan has the censorship and
right.
They didn't do separate versions of it. They just did one version, I guess.
It sounded like miscommunication almost.
Yeah. That being said, like yes, it is very like lazy. It's just like a literal black bar like over like the dude's dong and like one of the first fights you do. And there's like a sex scene that gets blurred out. And like one time they had like one of the characters flips off another character and they censor that out. But then another time they like in a different episode, she flips something off and they don't censor it out. So it's very, I don't know, it feels very lazy and kind of and just dumb overall. That being said, it didn't take away from my experience. Yeah, I think censorship is silly. Especially when like we have stuff like Cyberpunk that's on the Switch too, where there's like full on like
like there's a dong slider.
Yeah, there's a dong slider and yeah, there's lots of sex scenes and stuff like that. So a little bit strange when you have stuff like that in comparison. But that being said, maybe I will wait until they fix the censorship stuff and then replay it again because there's a ton of replayability and it. I just want to see some dongs, But it is funny because like the first fight, like the guy's flying around and it's just the black bar. It's so it's you just stare.
It almost adds to the experience.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But it doesn't take away from the experience. That being said, that censorship stuff aside, this is probably the best version of like the Telltale, like classic Telltale experience. Like just having all the episodes out at once, which I think did it originally, I think it was like a week apart, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was a week. I think they did like the first 2 or 3 episodes at once, and then episodic from there.
Yeah, and then the Switch 2 version, it's all there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably the best that this type of game has ever been. Because like at the end of the day, I don't need to walk around the environment like in the Telltale games and hit Y on a picture and get like a little monologue of the character. I just don't need that stuff. I'd rather just get to the stuff, get to the choices, get to the scene. So it's pretty much like watching like an anime, and then there is like quick time events like in the fighting. You can turn that stuff off if you don't want to deal with it. I kept it on just to kind of like add to the experience, but it's very, very quick time stuff. And then the dispatching itself. So like the story is you play as a hero that does not have superhero abilities. He controls like this mech and uses that, and something happens and he can no longer use the mech and it's got to get fixed. And then he gets contacted by this agency that dispatches superheroes to calls that there's a fire or there's a robbery or something like that.
It's pretty fun.
And he gets assigned to this group of misfits, these ex villains. They're called Team Z, and each character has like their own statistic. Like one's good at defending, one's good at attacking, one's super smart, one can talk their way out of stuff, stuff like that. So when you get a call, it'll tell you like, hey, you need to go defend this couple from this robber or something like that. So like, oh, you should send out the character that has the defense.
Yeah.
But in a case where, let's say you already sent that character out, then you have other characters that you'll have to put in their place. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't. And you can send more, depending on the call, like you can send more than one character at a time. So you might have like each, there's like I don't know, like a statistical circle, and like there's 10 strength, 10 defense, whatever. And depending on like if it calls for 7 strength and you send 2 characters with 4 strength, it'll match it.
Yeah.
So the actual dispatching itself is a lot of fun, and it takes about maybe 10-15 minutes, during that, depending on the time of the day. And you do it each episode, I think, has 2. So you do like the morning shift, and then they have like their lunch break, and then there'll be like some story interactions, and then you do like the nighttime dispatching. The actual dispatching itself is a lot of fun. And then there's like hacking and stuff too, which I think this is probably the most fun hacking mini game in a game that I played. Like you're on like this grid, and you just control this little sphere, and you move it point to point, and then you might have to unlock a code, and like it's a up, down, left, right kind of thing, to unlock like the next sector. And some will only have 2, and then you have to find the other one with the other half of it, and then combine them together. You're like, oh, this is up, left, right, and then go on. And then at some point, like towards the latter episodes, there will be like antiviruses in there that'll try to stop you, which is cool. So overall, this game is awesome. The story is incredible. Yeah, it's heartfelt. Yeah, man, it's so good.
Does the dispatching itself affect the story? Like, does that lead to additional dialogue or like additional scenes or anything, or is it just separate from how the story progresses?
From what I saw, I don't think it really does. Because there you get some pretty significant choices like in the game, but I don't think that
it's not like dynamic.
Yeah, there's a part in the game, in the story, where you have to cut like a member. And from what I saw, there was only like maybe 3 that could have potentially be cut. But the shift that you do in that before, like at the end of the shift, you're supposed to cut somebody. During that shift, because they're ex villains, they don't really give a shit. They will like you'll send 2 villains off to a call, and then one of them will attack the other one and cause them to get hurt or something like that. So they can't do it. And then the other person triumphs and does the call and gets like the credit. So there's a lot of stuff like that. That's really funny. And the game's hilarious too. And there's like some unique characters too. Like there's like a speedster character that finds out like he can run super fast, but it drastically cut his life expectancy. So like, so he's like 40 years old, but he looks like he's 80 in the game. He's hilarious too. So a lot of like really unique kind of characters. I know we're all kind of tired of superhero kind of stuff right now, but I think this is definitely a must play. It's absolutely incredible.
I'll pick this one up. Yeah, I might wait for the censorship stuff to be resolved.
Yeah, and that's something I think you and Alicia like, because you could pause the game during the choice, because it's it's like a Telltale game where someone will say something to you, and they'll remember that, or they didn't like that, or they noticed that, and that can kind of play up into the story as well. So yeah, I think Alicia would have a good time playing that.
Yeah, it sounds
alongside you. Yeah, so super fun game, definitely worth it. I think it's like $30.
Okay.
It took me about 4 to 5 hours, but I definitely want to replay it at some point. To see the alternate endings and stuff like that. So hopefully there's a season 2. I imagine there probably will be. I think this game did pretty well and reviewed excellently as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it sold well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it cracked 1 million, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, there's no controlling a character.
Okay.
It's all like, it's all animated really well. Fight scenes are excellent. Yeah, just kind of a unique spin on,
Oh, 3 million. Wow.
yeah, it's just a unique spin on like the superhero kind of thing. Like you never think about like, at least I've never seen a comic or anything like that where you're controlling you're an agency that controls the super, or not controls them, but they work for the agency and are being sent out on a call. Like that's pretty unique and
Yeah, that's a fun.
Yeah.
That's a fun little twist. I like that a lot.
yeah. So really cool
Nice.
stuff. And then yeah, that's it. Been continuing playing Animal Crossing. Been enjoying that, doing my dailies and
Doing
all
the
that good
dailies.
stuff. So yeah.
All
All right,
right.
let's dive over. Before we jump into the news, Nick, you want to talk about I guess it's kind of part of the news, but do the direct.
Yeah, so there's a rumored Nintendo
Heavily rumored.
partner showcase, likely this Thursday, likely getting announced tomorrow.
Yeah.
With a general direct coming later this month.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
sounds like.
maybe in the third week of February. I mean, I'm pretty excited for this because third-party support so far for the Switch 2 has been awesome,
Yeah.
and we already know of a lot of good games coming to the Switch 2, Elden Ring, Duskbloods,
Yep.
Pragmata, Resident Evil Requiem.
Yep.
I mean, that's just to name a few. Hopefully we
Metaphor
can-
Expedition
Yeah,
could be
Metaphor could be
announced.
there. Expedition could be there. Like any Atlas game, Persona, I mean, maybe Persona 5 gets a Switch 2 version. Like maybe Shin Megami Tensei 5 gets a Switch 2 version. Like I feel like there's a lot of possibility here for great RPGs.
Yeah, I saw. So I think like last week at some point, people were talking about the direct, and then it came. I think was it Attack the Backlog or somebody came out and said something about it. Oh, I heard it's a partner showcase. And then I saw a lot of people like doom and gloom about it, and
Yeah,
there's a couple of YouTubers that I saw. They're like, I'm concerned about Nintendo. Like, where they need to give us our. And look, I
Is
get it. Like,
Nintendo
partner
cooked?
showcases are obviously not as exciting as
Well, they haven't been, but
yeah, and that's why I tweeted out. I was like, guys, like, A, it's gonna be okay, and B, partner showcases should be more hype than ever because, like you just said, we're getting great third party support. Not only are we getting great third party support, but the games are running, on par with PlayStation and Xbox, which we just never got or never really have gotten in any sort of console generation with Nintendo. So we're finally there and on par. And then I'll throw in Resident Evil, like Resident Evil Requiem. We found out today that it runs at 60 on the Switch 2, 30 in dock or 60 docked and 30 in handheld.
no, it's 60 in handheld as well.
Oh, it's 60 in handheld as well?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so like, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we could get a demo.
I think we'll get one. Like,
I think we will. I think we'll get a demo.
They've always had one, so I don't imagine why they wouldn't.
Yeah, it'll be like that Grace section that we've all seen 1,000 times already. But
I'll take it.
I'll be excited to play it nonetheless.
Yeah, because I'll play it in first person. I'll play it in third person. So yeah, I think obviously we're gonna get a mainline direct, and it sounds like we probably will later on this month.
Yeah.
But I am completely fine and happy with the partner showcase because there's still games that I want to see, games that I want to get announced. Witcher 3 Switch 2 edition, like that could be a possibility.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Now's the time for like maybe Halo Combat or Campaign Evolved could get announced for the Switch 2.
Gears Ultimate.
Yeah, Gears Ultimate. So much stuff now. Now that Nintendo is, controlling like the direct,
and like
they'll bring in the third party stuff.
Even Switch 2 versions of, Switch 1 ports that, aren't super fantastic. Like I'm thinking like BioShock Infinite, if that got a, Switch 2 version, or even like Doom.
Or like Dead Space, like bring that over.
Yeah,
like
Dead Space remake, like bring that. Doom, The Dark Ages, bring that over.
Yep.
Switch 2 version for Doom Eternal. Like there's so many games, like new and old, that you can create Switch 2 versions for.
Yep. Get excited for.
And that's what's exciting about this is like we've never really had this with a Nintendo console, like you said. Like it's always been underpowered. We're getting, food from the ground, right? Like we're getting
getting the scraps.
Yeah, getting scraps.
Yeah, and like you said, to be fair, like partner showcases I've never been excited, but now now they should absolutely be excited.
And like we might see
And more
Rebirth.
developers are going to be making games for the Switch 2 exclusively as well.
Yeah.
So
Like I think we'll see FF7 Rebirth.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah. And I bet that'll be out.
I bet this year sometime.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we kind of just threw in our predictions as well there. Just
I
kind
mean,
of
because we're
listed all
excited.
the stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
anything else that like you'd want to play specifically on the Switch 2?
I mean, I would love like I said already, like the Witcher 3, get a Switch 2 edition on there.
Yeah, I need to play through Blood and Wine.
Yeah.
I'm kinda
And then
waiting for
there's the rumor of like them like doing an additional DLC for the Witcher 3 to
Mhm.
tie into 4. So that could be a great way to get, have the Switch 2 upgraded and just include the DLC or whatever.
You know what?
Yeah.
It would be good. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Get a
If that
Switch 2
was
edition.
included, Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would pick that up if I got a Switch 2.
Yeah. 'Cause I think they just added some more DLC to that game, maybe that just came out. I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, like the Diamond Edition's already on the Switch 1. But yeah, if you got a Switch 2, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Liza P, like I would love to see that come over.
Dude, Liza P would be awesome. Liza P, I think a Dark Souls trilogy would be awesome to bring
Yes.
over. We need a better version of Dark Souls 1 on Switch. Because that
Yeah, I didn't play that
Switch
version.
1
on
version is
Switch.
just so crusty.
Which is crazy. Like how like that game's old. Like I don't understand how
I
they
know.
didn't get that running well.
I have no idea. I mean, it ran okay, but it's kind of 30 frames, just unacceptable now.
Little 60 frame snob over here.
I think it was an uneven 30 though,
Yeah.
and just didn't look great.
Yeah.
God, I don't know what else. I like, and that's kind of the exciting part. Is like sky's the limit right now.
But yeah, like getting a release date for Elden Ring, I think it would be awesome. And then like to see more Dustbloods. Like I really want to see more of that game.
Mhm.
And then potentially get a release date as well for that. So
And honestly,
a lot
like
of exciting things.
having a bigger partner showcase like this, if it does happen, really opens the door for a general direct to potentially blow us away. I know that's
Yes.
copium.
Yeah.
Because you got to save room for the farming simulators, but maybe that means that we'll get an even tighter showcase that's focused primarily on first party
Yeah.
with the general directs. So that's what it feels like we're building towards with all of these like Twitter announcements and then the partner showcase. Maybe it leads to a 3D Mario in a general direct. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. There was that post, I don't know if you saw on Twitter, it was like of Cloud walking and it showed
next
like
Mario.
and it was like, yeah, hand in hand. Like these Nintendo people they are hilarious. Like it's funny watching all them bicker and
Bunch of dorks.
bitch online. Like even today, like the whole financial stuff, it's like bro, you don't work for Nintendo, guys. Like
You don't have to
you
be like that.
gain nothing. Like
It's so funny, man.
like why is your ego is so huge, like for a company that you'd have no ties in other than it's hilarious.
I know. Just
yeah, anyways, all right, we're gonna start a new series that we're gonna do once a month at the first podcast of the month. This is our hype level for games that are releasing in that specific month. So we are going to be starting with February, obviously. So what we're going to do, I'm going to name the name. We're not going to name every game, just like I don't think we're hyped up for PGA Tour 2K25, but some of the main line games I'm going to call out. We're going to write it down 1 to 10 scale, hype level, and then we'll kind of talk about it real quick, and then we'll fire it off. All right, so starting off, we've got Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Comes out February 5th.
I wrote that so small. All ready?
Gave it an 8.
8.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I completed the demo. I really enjoyed it. I think I am just in a JRPG kind of mood right now. And
Sounds
the
like
game is gorgeous, man. Like, man, it is one of the prettiest games that I've ever played.
it's really beautiful. I have not finished the demo, and I'm worried that it's gonna be another one of those RPGs that I don't finish.
Yeah, you do have a lot that you have not finished yet.
Yeah, and I still need to finish Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remake. So I'm
Yeah.
like, do I deserve to get another one?
Do I deserve it? Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
All right, now we've got. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Neo 3.
Okay, ready?
I'm going with a 3.
3.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I haven't played 1 or 2.
Me either.
I know it's like a Dark Souls kind of Souls-likey game. For whatever reason, I never played it. So
I think I played a little bit of 1, like maybe the first hour, and then yeah, it just fell off. I mean, I don't think it's a bad game, but
Yeah.
not super hyped for it.
all right. Next one. And the only reason I'm reading this one off because I was watching the kind of funny stream today. But Romeo is a Dead Man by Grasshopper Manufacturer.
Like
It's a
Grasshopper.
Suda 51 game.
Okay. Suda 51. I've
I
played.
don't know if you've seen any of this game before.
I think I've seen a little bit, but I've played a little bit of No More Heroes.
The 6.
5.
Finally, a different one. Yeah, this game was not on my radar at all. Like I said, I was watching the kind of funny stream, and it looks pretty good. And I could go for a weird game like that right now. So I don't know if it'll be a day one for me. Again, I gave it a 6 hype level, but it looks cool. Like if it ever goes on sale, or if it's at a cheaper price, I may just pick it up.
I'm a little less hyped because I'm not a huge Suda 51 fan as much as I want to be.
Yeah.
I can't get into the No More Heroes series for some reason.
Yeah, they are weird games.
They're weird, yeah.
For sure.
All right, what else we got?
All right, so going down here real quick. Mario Tennis Fever.
Okay.
Going for a big old 1.
I'm gonna give it 4.
Oh boy, 4 means he's gonna get a day 1. Yeah, I've been burned on the Switch generation with Mario sports games, and I will not be partaking in this one. I do not care about the zeitgeist and the fact that it's $70. Like maybe if it was like a $40 game, I could get it and enjoy it for a week, especially playing with Kellen or online with you or something like that. But yeah, I'm so good.
I'm at a 4 because I want them to break the streak.
Yeah.
And release a good Mario sports game. And this could be the one. It sounds content complete, but I just have a feeling I'm going to read a review and it's going to say it's lacking content or it's lacking meaningful content. I feel like that's what I'm going to see when I read the review.
That's the inevitability with those games. All right. Next up, there's a lot of games coming out like on the same day. Yakuza Kiwami 3 and the Dark Ties. This is a remake of Yakuza. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I loved. I loved what I played of Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
But just can't get into the series either.
Yeah, I never played it. I was thinking about getting into the series with the pirate Yakuza game last year,
and that's a short one. So
yeah, but I never ended up picking it up. Next up, High on Life 2.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. All right. 7. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed High on Life 1 for what it was. I mean, it was just kind of a short
game.
Kind of like bullshitty experience, you know, some good quips here and there. Have they shown gameplay of 2?
I don't know, actually. Surely they have. I mean, that first trailer was really cool with like you doing like the whole portal stuff and like skateboarding, but I don't know if that actually translates into like gameplay. So
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I've seen gameplay of this game.
That's a little worrisome. It's coming out this
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, but it's on Switch 2, PS5. It's on everything, so that's
It's coming to
cool at
Switch
least.
too?
Yep.
Okay.
Because High on Life Switch 2 edition just came out like not too long ago.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Reanimal.
All right.
Giving this one a 9.
Oh, 9.
Yes, I am very, very pumped up for this game. I played the demo, loved it, loved the
demo's great.
atmosphere, loved the gameplay. It really feels like an evolution of the first two Little Nightmares games.
Yep.
Yeah, cannot wait for this game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a banger.
Yeah.
It's going to break the 70 Metacritic curse of all the Little Nightmares games.
Yes,
Hopefully.
it's gonna be an 80.
Yeah.
Let's see. Scrolling through here, gonna skip a couple. Skip a couple. Going down.
Are we getting to the inevitability?
All right, let me make sure I'm still in February. There we are. Okay, last one, Resident Evil Requiem.
This is easy.
The fastest hit I've ever given.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
This is my most hyped game of the year.
Yeah, right
at
now.
this point, by far.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to play this game, and I can't wait to play it again.
Exactly. Yeah, cannot wait to see what the story unfolds with Old Man Leon.
God,
gameplay looks
guys.
like it's best it's ever been in a Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot. And then if we have this partner direct, like I guarantee you they'll show a trailer of this game and say, hey, guess what? Demo's available right now. Boom. Let's play it.
Harrison, question for you.
Yeah.
Does Leon die? Does 49-year-old Leon die to whatever infection is on his neck?
I've seen that.
Or does he die from bicep overload?
He does a roundhouse kick flip and falls on his neck.
Breaks his neck.
And then at the very end, you see the wheelchair. he's a quadriplegic. I'm gonna say no, because have we ever had a mainline Resident Evil character die in a game?
Mm-mm. Well, yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but
yeah. Well, I know you're talking about, but like the original
original
OG characters, like 1 through 3.
No, like
I don't think we've ever had like a mainline character die. I'm gonna say no, but it also wouldn't surprise me if he did die. But to die from an infection kind of seems like a weak way to go out.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die. I think that's a red herring. He's gonna cure it, but he's gonna die saving grace.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Wow, that was fun.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's dive over into the in the news, and then we'll wrap up the show. We already talked about the Nintendo Partner Direct coming this week, and then the main line potentially following within the next several weeks. February 5th is what everyone's saying. So, like you said, it'll get announced tomorrow for the 5th. We already talked about the Dispatch censorship. The Tamagotchi Life Living the Dream Direct happened last week. Very weird game, man.
I love this direct so much.
It was a lot of fun. Like watching that whole little story go out with the me character and falling in love with every person she basically talked to. Like that was pretty funny. I've never played a Tamagotchi Life game. Nick, have you? I think I asked you last week.
No, I have not.
Okay. Did this direct, like, these are the point of these directs is to like convince you to buy it?
It convinced me.
You? Okay.
It sold me.
I think I'm there too.
And the thing is, I have one more Nintendo voucher.
Oh, okay.
And even though they stopped the program,
yeah,
Tamagotchi Life is still a part of the voucher program. Okay. So I think I'm going to use it on that. My biggest gripe with this game is that you cannot screenshot or screen share or take any screen recordings of your island, which
Yeah,
is
this
like the biggest blunder because that would lead to some amazing videos on social media, like sharing, like, "Oh my, I made a Resident Evil island with Leon, and he's keeps trying to romance Ada, and she's," whatever
yeah, you'll
fanfic,
just have to record on your phone or something like that. Yeah, that's where like Nintendo just gets so funny and like weird with their like and obnoxious with some of their like, and I get it, but like
and like someone is gonna make an island with
the Epstein Island, like they're gonna
Epstein
do it.
Island or like
Yes.
Charlie Kirk or something. Like they're gonna do something
Yeah.
related to like they will always take that path, right? And that's
Yes.
always gonna happen.
There's gonna
But
be
at a
A
certain
Dawn
point,
Island, like
it's gonna be Dong Island. But like at a certain point, like the good outweighs the bad.
yeah.
And I think the good outweighs the bad here. And
Well, there was like that, like in Animal Crossing that just recently got taken down where it was like the adult island, like the adult only island or something like that.
right.
Um, so like, yeah, that stuff is very frustrating. I wish like, yes, we need restrictions because like this is at the end of the day, it's definitely like a kid's game, but it's
But
also
it's a
very
single
like
it's a single player game.
yeah, single player game. Like, and it's I don't know, it's so weird, and it's just like the perfect breed of like or a perfect environment to like breed like these really funny encounters. And again, there's gonna be some
Yeah.
horrible stuff, with like you mentioned with Epstein and Charlie Kirk and other crazy nonsense stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like I
they're
said,
they're worried
the
about
good outweighs the
privacy.
bad, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. But yes, this did convince me, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited for this one.
I think every direct that they've had for a specific game, the ones that I wasn't 100% on board, I think they've always convinced me. So
Like
they've just done a good job.
Kirby Air Riders,
Yep,
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
yep.
I think the only
Xenoblade 3 for me, like I ended up
yeah,
picking that up. So yeah, they do a good job with these. The only ones that I didn't really like was like the Mario Kart World one. Like I thought that
'cause that
one
just showed
was
what we already knew.
in like an overview trailer.
Could've been an email.
Yeah, could have been an email. We'll save the Nintendo financials for the last. Last of Us season 3 will be the last. And I think
Makes
that's a good
sense.
decision.
Yeah,
I
just
think
wrap
that's
it up.
smart. Yeah. Maybe make it a longer season if you wanna throw in some more stories like from the first season that spinoff or that one off episode.
Right.
Maybe do something like that. But yeah, wrap it up. God, 2 is so bad. Season 2
Yeah,
is
2
terrible.
2 mostly had bad episodes,
Yeah, it
which is
was
unfortunate.
just terrible writing. I don't think the acting was particularly good. Once Pedro was such a
He was the heart of the show.
yeah, like he carried the show so well, and like his acting was so good that once he left, like it kind of like unraveled like the poor acting with everybody else.
Yeah.
Not poor acting, but like
Poor script.
poor script, poor writing, and some of the betrayals of the portrayals of the characters. I just didn't. Man, just Ellie, just like her character was written so poorly.
Yeah,
Like
not good.
Bella Ramsey's character, like her made sense in the first season because she was like literally a child, and in the second season she's 17, 18, however old she is.
Yeah,
Um, I felt like they could have I'm not gonna say it's her, maybe it is her, I don't know, but either way, I just didn't enjoy it. And even like once I rewatched like season 1, it is kind of like the worst version of the game, like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's like you're better off playing
it
the
was so
game.
one for one that it's like, yeah, just play the game and get better context and yeah. But either way, I think Pedro absolutely nailed it as Joel.
Yeah,
Um,
agreed.
yeah, it's just a shame what happened with season 2, but hopefully season 3 will be better. But yeah, glad it's gonna end. They're not gonna like
Try to do a
extend it out.
two-parter. Yeah.
Um, Sony has patented a system to use AI to generate individual podcasts featuring its biggest characters and mascots, and basically like the patented system, like you'll load up like your PlayStation, and like it'll be like a screen prompt will come up, and it's going to be characters and mascots from PlayStation franchise that are going to be talking to you and talk about certain games that are out or like updates that are out to the games or whatever.
Okay.
But again, it's going to use like the AI, so it's not going to be, they're not going to hire voice actors to do this. It's going to be, their generative AI stuff.
Mhm.
I think it's kind of dumb. Like I just don't think with most of this AI slop, nobody's asking for like any of this stuff.
Yeah, is
And
this
I
gonna
and I
support
don't
games? Like,
and I don't know why these companies are investing millions and billions of dollars.
well, 'cause investors are wanting them to, right? Because they think it's the future of everything.
Okay, and then when you lay off all these employees because you're not making money on this stuff, like I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
don't listen to investors.
Yeah, it's not a blue ocean. It's not just this infinite it's not an infinite money generator.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's very
yeah.
weird. Um, and then Borderlands 4, we talked about it a little bit ago, but the Switch 2 version has been put on pause or potentially canceled
Which is so
altogether.
weird.
Yeah,
Like you were saying earlier, like they a week before release, they delayed it indefinitely, and then we didn't hear anything. I've been personally tweeting at Randy Pitchford trying to get to the bottom of this.
like
Haven't heard
Randy,
back.
you can charge $80 for the Switch 2 version. Like, just put it out, bro.
Just put it out, man. I've just been trying to get to the bottom of it. Haven't heard back, and then suddenly, it's on hold
Yeah,
or it's on pause. So I don't know. I don't know what happened if it just did not showcase well when they did show it off, but like Nintendo was backing this, like they not backing it financially, but like they were supporting it obviously because
yeah,
it's a big it's a big
big
market
release.
release.
Did Borderlands 4 do well
I think it did
on the other
well.
consoles? Like well enough?
Yeah, I think it did well enough.
I don't
It's
hear
topping the
anybody talking about
charts.
that game. Like once it came out, it was just kind of like
Yeah, I just think
silence.
it didn't run very well. So like it got a lot of flack for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I heard the gameplay was great.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know. I'd love to play it, but
Yeah. It's weird. Like again, it was playable last year at Summer Games Fest, and it was delayed like a week before it was supposed to come out on Switch
so
too.
weird.
So very very strange. Hopefully they can get it together and get it out. But if not, obviously you can play it on Xbox or PlayStation, which is probably the better version, anyways.
Yeah,
And then last up, Nick. It's from one of our favorite times of the year.
our favorite time of the year, man. Our favorite
Nintendo
time of the
financials.
quarter.
You wanna go through it?
Yeah. All right. So we got updated hardware and software figures for Nintendo. So the Switch 2 uh, from launch has sold 17.37 million units. So that's from June 4th all the way to December 31st. So
The grifters are crying right now.
yeah, they're having to come up with another grift. So in 7 months, it's sold 17 million units, which is the fastest selling console. Nintendo Switch,
It's crazy.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. Has sold 3.25 million units in the 9 months ending 12/31. I think it's up to 155 million units now. It's outsold the Nintendo DS. So it's Nintendo's highest selling console at this point. It's still behind the PS2. You can thank Jim Ryan for that, who found those additional 5 million units in a warehouse somewhere.
I can't wait. Like I
Yeah,
cannot
for
wait
the
until
goalpost to be moved.
until Nintendo gets to like 159 or something, and then somebody is
Jim Ryan comes
PlayStation,
out of retirement.
they're like, oh my god, the the funniest thing just happened, guys.
You're not gonna believe this.
You are not going to believe this.
All right, on the software side, I'll start with Switch 2 games. Mario Kart World is now up to 14 million, which is
God,
pretty crazy. DK Bonanza is up to
it's got like
4.25.
an 80% attach rate.
Yeah,
What's the math on that?
yeah, just about.
God, that's crazy.
Bonanza's up to 4.25
Granted,
million,
bundle.
so it's only sold like 700,000 in the past quarter, which is lower than I thought. I thought it would be up at like 5 or 6 million by now.
And if you look, I looked on the eShop earlier or last night. It's number one again.
Okay, so maybe it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's got some legs, which is good.
it'll be an evergreen title for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm sorry, how much did you say it sold?
Uh, total life to date, it's 4.25 million.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Uh, Pokemon Legends ZA Switch 2 edition is at 3.89 million units, which that's pretty incredible. And then Kirby Air Riders, this is the big surprise,
Yeah,
1.76 million. Um, not shown here. I guess two two big games that are not shown. One, Hyrule Warriors. We know it sold over 1 million because Koei Tecmo announced it. It might just have happened after 12/31. So they're not
Okay.
gonna state it here.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
the other one, obviously, Metroid Prime 4. The issue here is, yes, it could have sold more than 1 million across Switch 2 and Switch 1, but they're not gonna state it on here unless it has sold more than 1 million on that specific platform.
Right.
So, I think there's, like, rumors or whatever that it's at 1.5 million. That could very well be the case,
Yeah.
but it hasn't cracked 1 million on either the Switch 2 or the Switch.
Yeah, we'll know. I think a lot of people are kind of like, "Oh man, we're never getting a Prime game again." Like, I think we gotta like hold our horses a little bit here.
Yeah.
Let's wait until the next reporting, and if it's at 3 million, I think now that Nintendo has gotten Retro back in and they are like the sole developer for the Prime series, they can contract them again and say, hey, let's get your vision on what a Prime 5 game is and from the ground up and not have to use the other studios kind of
Like they're
scraps or
yeah.
whatever left, from that they started. So I think Retro just they had to deal with the hand that they were dealt
Mhm.
and made a damn good game. Like, it's a really good game. Is it the best Metroid Prime game? No, but it's a good solid game.
Yeah.
So I think we will get another Prime. We just gotta wait and see what the sales look like.
Yeah. And let's see, the next reporting will be like for the full year, right? So
Yeah.
we'll definitely know at that point if it sold 1 million on either platform.
Yeah.
But that's about 3 months away. So
Yeah.
that's
I think it will on both.
yeah, I think so.
I
On
think
the
like 2.5, maybe
yeah,
3.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what kind of legs it has.
I did see they posted like Samus Knows Ball earlier on Twitter and like just showed like a clip of like Metro Prime 4 and like the comments were like, but how did it sell well though? It's like,
That's a
golly.
good question.
It is, yeah.
On the Switch side, Pokemon Legends ZA sold 8.41 million.
Crazy.
Galaxy 2 remaster or Galaxy 2 port sold 2.4. Galaxy 1 sold 2.2 million. And then we have the evergreen titles like
So
Switch.
did that mean like the package, did that sell 1 million? Or I guess it didn't, right? If they didn't report it. Or do they just do individually?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they bundled that. It could be that like the differential between the two is people who picked up just one.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because they wouldn't be. I don't know.
Because I was sure they would say that, like, hey, this like the collection pack, like that one sold. But if it didn't sell over 1 million, then they wouldn't have reported it. So maybe it didn't.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, it was $80
$80.
for
Yeah.
two
Kind
fucking old
of
games.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have like your evergreen titles like 8 Deluxe, New Horizons, Pokemon Scarlet Violet that have sold over 1 million or over 2 million in the in this period. So I mean,
And Mario Wonder, did you say Wonder?
I didn't, but that is on here
Like,
as well.
that's like
Yeah.
17 plus million, like insane.
Yeah, they're up to 17, Smash Ultimate's up to 37, Pokemon Scarlet Violet's up to 28, New Horizons up to 49.
Yeah, Animal Crossing sold, I think, between the last update, like 700,000 more units, and that was before the DLC got announced or like
Yeah.
the update came out. So like that's probably going to sell another decent amount, million maybe.
Another million, another 2 million maybe.
Crazy,
It's
man.
just it's such an evergreen. And then 8 Deluxe is up, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is up to 70 million.
It's crazy. I mean, we don't have it on the news, but GTA 5 is like at 235 million
That's
copies.
so
Like,
fucking crazy.
it's insane. Oh, and they did
8
like
platforms that it's on.
yeah, and 2K confirmed that that they're still holding on to the delayed date that they gave already. So I think that game's coming out for sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I mean, what are they?
Did you
Yeah.
mention what's the new Super Mario Deluxe? What isn't that up like a bunch too? Isn't that like their best selling like side 2D platformer ever is that deluxe version.
I think so. I don't see it on here.
Okay. Yeah, that was it.
But that one, I think that one's at like 19 million.
Yeah, just insane.
Yeah, for a freaking Wii U port.
Yeah. Their games just sell, man. Like that Kirby one was very like I was of both minds. I was like, man, like if it doesn't sell well, like I understand, but if it does sell well, I also kind of understand because like it's a a Sakurai game.
Yeah,
And
carried
in Japan alone, like had like what
carried by
400
Japan.
or
900K in Japan.
Dang. Okay, so they had over half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Dude, Japan loves Kirby.
Yeah,
They
they do.
freaking love Kirby so much.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, so they're doing well. I mean, and then they like highlighted all their third party games, which we've been talking about. But
yeah.
yeah,
Do we know what Cyberpunk sold on the Switch 2?
no, I thought it was over 1 million, but maybe I misread that somewhere.
I'd be curious to know.
Probably over 1 million after that that error discount that happens.
Oh my god, yeah. That was like the deal of the century.
It
How much
really-
was it, like $17?
$17.
Yeah, that's crazy. What a good game. What a good port.
Yeah.
All right, is that everything on the financials?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool. All right, well, yeah, love to hear that type of stuff. Like we don't really get into the weeds like that with Xbox and PlayStation. It's just
Well, no, because they don't give sales data.
that's right. They don't do that.
Yeah, Xbox wouldn't dare touch.
No.
Sales data.
They're down like a lot this year, which is
Mhm.
not surprising. And yeah, we didn't have it in the news either, but Avowed and Outer Worlds 2 were disappointing in sales, which Outer Worlds 2 makes sense to me because that was right before or right after like the Game Pass spike increases. So I'm sure a lot of people ended up canceling their subscription and just didn't give Outer Worlds to a chance. And I know they had it at an $80 game. Did it launch at a $70 game on PlayStation?
Mhm.
See, they should, man. I think Xbox needs to reevaluate their games and still do the Game Pass stuff because they've invested so much money into that. But all their other stuff, just put it out at $50, and I think you'll sell a ton. Like Avowed is launching, I think this month for $50. So I don't know, man. Maybe give a little bit of a discount for. They won't do it, but
Right.
I feel like they would sell more copies. Of like Horizon 7 or 6 is $60 instead of 70. Like that game's gonna sell well anyways. That's gonna be their best selling game of the year.
Yeah, I just think the $70 games transition has not worked well for anybody. For Sony, for Xbox, it's probably not working super well for Nintendo either. I mean, we just saw that it's working pretty well for them, but who knows if that translates to like a Mario Tennis, right?
Yeah, I wonder if they do have an increase in their hardware this year, Nintendo, if they will drop their prices back down to like 60 instead of 70.
Yeah,
that would be kind of like unprecedented, but yeah, it's expensive.
I think that's an easier give against a hardware increase. Like,
yeah,
like
they have to have people over there that have genuine conversations about their pricing and games, like having the variable prices. Like someone had to say, hey, does the next Mario Tennis game need to be $70? Can we make it 50?
We don't have a great reputation with Mario sports games right now. Like, should we really be increasing the price on these?
Like the Donkey Kong remaster, did that need to be $60? Could we have played like had it at 40? Like, why is Metro Prime 4 or Metro Prime Remastered 40? That's a far better game than Donkey Kong remaster we got last year. That just got a new update not too long ago. Like,
Yeah,
it's very strange. And like their amiibo, like the the new Mario amiibos coming out and stuff like that, they drop down to $34.99. That's like the new price point instead of 40. So it feels like they're
testing.
Yeah, they're testing the waters and kind of figuring out how to do all this stuff. Like for like the basic amiibos, like 20, I think is reasonable. You know, they were $15.99 before, so you know, a $4 increase. Like that's reasonable to me. And then have like your higher end amiibos at like 30, 35, 40
Yeah.
plus, you know, like that's fair to me. But for basic amiibos at 30 is crazy. So
I know you're still gutted after.
Oh yeah. It's
huge discount.
$130 I spent on these Zelda amiibos, and they were down to what, $6 or $7.
I spent like $20, $25 and got all 4 of them.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I feel like I should got some sort of compensation for that.
You should have.
Should have got
Really
what was the what was the DS or the 3DS thing?
The ambassador program.
Yeah, the ambassador.
Send you a free amiibo or something.
Hey, I'll take it. Send me a free Kirby amiibo. Like that would suffice.
That's good compensation right there.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think that is going to wrap up the show. Just had so much news in the past couple of weeks. It's been a lot of fun talking about it. And a lot of positive news too. So that's always good. But yeah, I mean, again, could potentially get in a direct this week, mainline direct in a couple of weeks. So I think we're eating pretty good with Nintendo stuff. Very, very excited for what those presentations hold. But Nick, before we wrap it up, any final thoughts?
Before we wrap it up, actually, there's a new post from Stealth 40K.
Breaking news on the show. Let's go.
Kind of breaking news. Caitlin Thornburn, who is a voice actress, recently updated her Spotlight profile and updated a Xenoblade Chronicles game coming in 2026.
Holy shit, that's huge.
And only the person themselves can update their profile, so it's not like it could be updated by random stranger. So it just something to end on, but could be coming.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, is that a brand new Xenoblade game, or maybe additional DLC to? Yeah, that's kind of big.
Yeah,
I thought we would have gotten like Monolith Soft's next IP before we got a new Xenoblade game, but I mean either way, that's awesome.
I wonder what it is. It could just be a remake again. I don't know. Or could be 4.
That's huge.
We'll see.
Would that could be in a partner showcase, right?
Well, no, because they're owned by Nintendo.
They are owned. Okay.
Yeah, they're owned.
Damn. Okay. I thought I had something.
Man, you were so cool.
That would be huge. that could be huge.
Yeah.
Does Nintendo own Grizzo? That wouldn't be a part. They wouldn't put any sort of Zelda stuff in a partner showcase.
I don't think they own Grizzo.
I don't think they do, but I think
they made Ever Oasis.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was on 3DS. I don't know.
Yeah. I doubt they would show a Zelda thing at a partner anyways. They would save that for because they had because Grizzo made Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh yeah, they did.
So, and that was at a main line. So yeah, it wouldn't be there. Okay. All right, cool. Well, a little rumor to top off the show.
Tilly a little bit.
All right, guys. Well, review us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice. We would greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys next week. Hopefully talking about some sort of direct.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.